Good morning, y'all. Hope you're having a great morning. I want to take you back in time when I first had graduated from the Alpha and Omega Bible Institute, got my degree in biblical studies. My bishop at the time, Bishop Witherspoon, had practiced before the initial ceremony, and he told me out of nowhere, he said, you're going to be doing your own commencement speech. And I'm like, sounded like Porky Pig, damn deeba 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 deeb. But, God knows all things. So that day of the ceremony, and I got up, of course I prayed or what to say, Lord, or, whatever. And he said, well, the Lord said, you write stories all the time. Write a little short story, because our bishop, he loves things being done on time. And he said, I'm going to give you 10 minutes, maybe 15 to max. So I'm like, okay. So I did this story. I wrote it back then, and I'm just going to tell you about it now and give you the moral of the story, or you may know it through the story. So one day after service, I'm still dressed up in my church attire, or church flow as we call it, and God tells me to meet him at Daffin Park. So, I jump in my car and I go out there as fast as I can to meet the Lord out there in the park, because he says he wants to talk. He wants to discuss my future and the things I want to do for him and all this. So I get out there, and lo and behold, he's already there. I'm like, man, you got here. He said, I'm never late. Isn't that God in our lives? He's never late. He may not come when you want him, but he's right on time. So, he's telling me congratulations on, making it through the institute and getting your degree and all this kind of stuff. So he says, what are you going to do now with all these accolades that you have, and all the, the degree that you have, and all these classes and stuff that you went to and study my word and all this? So he said, what are you going to do? So we started walking down this little path, and I started telling him, oh, Lord, I want to do this and I want to do that, and for your glory. I want to, I just want to be, and I just kept talking and talking and talking to the point I didn't even realize that I was doing all the talking. And I looked to where Jesus was beside me, and he wasn't there. And I realized, I said, wow, I didn't talk so much myself that I didn't stop to listen to him. So in the middle of me walking and walking and not paying attention, here comes this soccer ball out of nowhere, hits me, bam, right in my chest on my nice white shirt, and dirties my shirt up. And at that time, I had a little bit of a limp, and so it knocked me off my balance. And as I was backing up trying to get my balance, I stepped in a pile of mess. So now I got a dirty shirt, and I got my shoes nasty with mess on it. So I look over there not too far away, and there's a dirt pile. And I'm thinking, well, I can at least get the mess off my shoe. You know how we used to rub it against dirt and stuff, and it would get off our shoes or sandals or whatever. So I go over there to wipe, drag my shoes to get the mess off my shoes. And lo and behold, that dirt pile that I thought it was an ant bed. So now I'm being stung up with ants, and I'm running and trying to get these ants off of me and stuff. And then all of a sudden, this water sprinkler that was in the park overwhelms me with water. Psh, psh, all over me. Now I'm soaking wet, and I'm upset, and I'm like, my goodness. I just turned around, got hit with the ball, dirty my shirt. I stepped in mess. Now I got bit by ants. Now I'm wet. And I'm looking, where's Jesus? And he's down there, and he's looking at this the whole time. So finally he catches up with me, and he asks me, am I all right? And here I am, being disrespectful. What do you mean, am I all right? Look at me. I got a dirty shirt. I got mess on my shoes. I got bitten by ants, and now I'm showered by water. How do you think I'm supposed to feel, Jesus? And he said, well, you should feel okay. I said, I should feel okay? He said, yeah, your shirt's not dirty anymore. I said, what do you mean? And I looked down, and Lo and behold, my shirt is clean. He said, you don't have mess on you. And I looked down at my shoes, and my shoes are clean. And the ants are gone. And he says, all you needed to do in the midst of all of that was just add water. He was the one that showered me with the water. He was the living water. What I'm trying to tell you is, when we don't turn around and walk with Jesus, we're going to get in all kind of dirt. We're going to get in all kind of mess. We're going to get bitten by the devil's fiery darts, fire ants. And God is trying to tell you in Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, in all thy ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your path. See, if I had stayed on the path with the Lord, my outcome would have been different. See, but God had to show me that no matter all this knowledge that I gained, no matter all this wisdom that I gained, no matter all this degree that I gained, you still are nothing without him leading you, without him guiding you, without him directing you. God knows what we need before we need it. He knew that in life, you're going to get dirty sometimes. You're going to get in mess sometimes. And you're going to be bitten by distractions. But he said, if you just take me and just add water, the living water, it'll all be all right. Well, I did get it done in 10 minutes. And God is good. So now I know when I go through things in my life, or you go through things in your life, instead of us just getting a hot head about it, we got to realize it didn't kill me, but it did clean me.